Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for real-time updates and deep insights into Iraq's evolving financial landscape. Something absolutely massive has just shaken the economic world, and this time, it's not speculation or hearsay. Iraq's Prime Minister has just gone live on national television, confirming that the long-awaited currency reform plan is officially approved and ready for implementation. Yes, you heard that right. This wasn't a rumor whispered through anonymous sources. This was a direct public declaration from the very top, broadcast before the eyes of an entire nation. Within minutes, social media in Iraq exploded with excitement, markets froze in disbelief, and analysts scrambled to assess the magnitude of what just happened. From Baghdad's crowded cafes to trading floors in Dubai, London, and New York, this single televised moment shifted the global conversation around the Iraqi dinar. Earlier today, millions of Iraqis tuned in to watch the Prime Minister's national address. With a calm but unmistakably confident tone, he said the words that millions have waited years to hear. The time has come for Iraq's currency to reflect the strength of our economy and the confidence of our people. That single sentence sent shockwaves through the financial world. For years, talk of a currency reform hovered between rumor and speculation, but never before had a sitting prime minister declared it so openly, so directly, and with such certainty. What makes this moment even more powerful is the timing. Iraq's fiscal year is nearing its close, the 2025 national budget is about to roll out, and this announcement comes at a perfectly strategic time. It's not preparation anymore, it's activation. The Prime Minister's statement is part of a broader initiative known internally as Iraq's Currency Reform and Modernization Plan. This isn't a single law or policy tweak. It's a full-scale framework aimed at strengthening the national economy, modernizing financial infrastructure, and bringing the dinar in line with Iraq's true economic value. According to officials, the plan involves upgrading digital banking, linking Iraq's payment systems to international networks, and adjusting currency denominations to make transactions smoother for citizens. For everyday Iraqis, this means stronger purchasing power and more trust in their own currency. For foreign investors, it signals something bigger, that Iraq is ready to stand tall as a credible player in global finance. Within minutes of the Prime Minister's address, the Central Bank of Iraq released a synchronized statement confirming its readiness to implement every part of the reform plan. They noted that the technical groundwork, including digital systems, banking integrations, and international connections, has already been completed and tested. This kind of coordination between Iraq's government and central bank is unprecedented, and it's exactly what past reform attempts were missing. When political leadership and monetary authority align this closely, it's often the final green light before execution. Almost instantly, videos started pouring in from across Iraq, people cheering, waving flags, and gathering outside major banks in celebration. For the first time in years, hope outweighed skepticism. On television talk shows, experts and journalists replayed the Prime Minister's statement, analyzing every pause and phrase. Many called it a defining moment for Iraq's financial sovereignty, not because it was promised, but because it was declared as ready for action. The phrase, "the time has come," echoed across social media feeds. Those words carried confidence, signaling that all prerequisites were already in place and the government wasn't just planning, it was moving. For years, discussions about revaluation were hidden in private briefings and government offices. But this time, the conversation is happening everywhere, from classrooms to coffee shops. People are talking about exchange rates, inflation, and progress. For a country that has endured decades of instability, this kind of public optimism is a powerful, unifying force. Meanwhile, global markets didn't stay quiet. Almost immediately after the televised announcement, financial data monitors detected unusual digital activity linked to the Iraqi dinar. Global trading terminals saw spikes in keyword searches, placeholders for rate adjustments, and back-end updates in banking systems. These are often early technical indicators, the silent preparation phase before a major shift. Although no official new rate has been confirmed yet, the financial infrastructure is clearly aligning itself for something significant. As traders often say, this is the calm before the storm. Some financial experts are suggesting the timing isn't accidental. By approving the reform plan just before the 2025 budget, Iraq could be positioning itself to start the new year with a completely renewed monetary foundation. It's a smart move, one that resets the financial calendar on Iraq's own terms. Many viewers might be wondering, why is this time different? Haven't we heard similar promises before? And that's fair. Iraq has seen waves of speculation in the past. But here's the difference: transparency. This was not a rumor, not a leaked memo, not an insider hint. This was a live official government broadcast followed immediately by a central bank confirmation. That level of coordination is new, and it's exactly what gives this reform credibility in the eyes of the world. Transparency builds trust, and trust is the foundation of investor confidence. Experts say once a currency reform is officially approved, it tends to unfold in 3 quick phases: public awareness, system synchronization, and finally, rate activation. Iraq now appears to be between phase 2 and 3. Banks are synchronized. Systems are aligned. The groundwork is done. What comes next could be the historic activation phase, the moment the new value becomes live both domestically and internationally. But beyond numbers, this reform carries a symbolic message. The Prime Minister spoke about building a currency that mirrors Iraq's strength and independence, a statement of sovereignty. After decades of depending on external economic pressures, Iraq is reclaiming control over its own monetary destiny. It's about financial freedom and national dignity, the 2 pillars every strong economy stands on. The reactions across Iraq have been deeply emotional. For citizens who've lived through sanctions, conflict, and inflation, this moment feels like a rebirth. Social media is filled with proud Iraqis waving their national flag, smiling through tears, calling this the rise of the dinar. Shop owners are hopeful for stable prices. Families talk about brighter futures. It's not just economic, it's generational. Around the world, financial analysts are calling this one of the most significant economic moves in the Middle East in decades. European and Asian research groups are describing Iraq's fiscal position as strong, backed by high reserves, controlled inflation, and expanding trade. With oil revenues rising and diversification underway, Iraq is finally standing on solid financial ground. This reform isn't coming from desperation. It's coming from strength. And that strength might inspire others. Neighboring countries observing Iraq's progress could be motivated to initiate similar reforms. In that sense, Iraq's move could spark a ripple effect across the region, setting a precedent for transparency-driven modernization. Globally, the timing of this announcement is remarkable. As new trade routes and digital payment systems reshape world finance, Iraq's strategic location makes it a natural hub. By aligning its currency with modern standards now, Iraq is signaling to investors, we're ready, stable, and open for business. That confidence will likely attract capital, trade, and international partnerships in the months ahead. So, what's next? Typically, after such an approval, central banks begin rolling out public education campaigns, teaching citizens what to expect, how to recognize new notes, and how the transition will work. At the same time, banking systems and ATMs undergo synchronized software updates. When everything reaches readiness, one simple command can flip the switch worldwide, and the new rate goes live almost instantly. That's why the next few days are so critical. As for the potential new value of the dinar, no official figure has been released yet, and speculation can be misleading. But what's certain is that Iraq's economy no longer matches the old undervalued rate. With vast oil reserves, gold holdings, and improving infrastructure, the country's economic reality demands an adjustment. Economists call it a correction, not a surprise, aligning value with strength. Still, with anticipation comes caution. Major financial transitions require patience. Experts urge people to ignore rumors, fake screenshots, or so-called leaked rates. The only credible information will come from Iraq's central bank and official government channels. Those holding dinar should stay informed but calm. Because once a plan reaches this stage, history shows that the final step often happens quietly but decisively. And history matters here. Every successful currency reform, from Kuwait to Germany to Japan, followed this same pattern: government approval, public confirmation, technical alignment, and official release. Iraq has now checked nearly every box. The stage is set. The systems are synchronized. The only thing left is execution. The precise moment policy becomes reality. When that happens, it won't just mark a national achievement. It will be a global case study, a powerful example of how a nation, once fractured, rebuilt confidence and reclaimed control of its financial identity. For millions of Iraqis, this is more than economics. It's about dignity, unity, and progress. It's about a generation that endured hardship finally seeing hope take tangible form. It's about parents telling their children, "Our country is strong again." So as we wrap up this breaking report, here's the bottom line. Iraq's Prime Minister has officially approved the 2025 currency reform plan live on national television. The central bank is aligned, the systems are ready, the people are hopeful, and the world is watching. The next 72 hours could shape Iraq's economic destiny for decades. Whether you're a dinar holder, an investor, or simply someone tracking global financial history, this is the moment to stay alert, patient, and informed. This is not the end of Iraq's story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Thanks for watching Iraqi Dinar News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because what's unfolding in Baghdad right now isn't just news, it's history in motion. Stay tuned, stay focused, and we'll see you in the next update.